First of all,
Honor for me to be here.
oh my goodness, it's an honor for you to spend a couple of minutes with us here. We first of all are sorry to hear about your loss from earlier in March. Was there anything anybody could have done, or was it was just an accident, right? It was just a pure accident, right?
Well, yeah, it was. It was the person driving the car just made a tragic mistake. I actually wasn't there, so I didn't see what happened. But the person just wasn't watching,
Yeah.
and it's something we hear all the time. I didn't see the motorcycle.
Yeah.
So,
How long has the Missouri Patriot Guard Riders been around?
Well, actually, the Patriot Guard Riders is a national organization. We've been in existence since 2005, and it was formed up in Kansas by a American Legion Rider group who decided they had enough with the certain religious group who were protesting veteran funerals,
Right.
Funerals of those who were KIA in Iraq and also Afghanistan. And we've gone from there. It started off with maybe 50, 60 riders, and now we've got close to 450,000 riders. So, we've really expanded.
Yeah. How many times are you guys called for a funeral procession?
In St. Louis, we are very, very, very busy, and I hope you give us a plug. We do need new membership. Actually, in this last 2 weeks, we've done 24 missions. Well, we call a funeral escort a mission. And in the last 14 days, we've done 24.
Wow.
So we stay together through our website, and that's how we find out about where to go and what time to meet and so on, and which funeral home to go to. And it always seems to work out where we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 riders at each funeral. I don't know how it works, but it does. And
it's a wonderful cause. It's all veterans, right, who pass away. Is that correct?
We do this for veterans, first responders, law enforcement, firefighters, EMTs.
Sure.
And but again, it's all our first responders,
Sure.
including our veterans and active duty.
Okay. Bob Smith with the Missouri Patriot Guard. What are the prerequisites? What do you have to do? Do you have to be a veteran? Do you have to have a bicycle? What are some of the things you have to do to join?
Absolutely not. You don't have to have a motorcycle. You don't have to be a veteran. Many of our riders, we call them riders, but many of our riders have automobiles, and we use the people with automobiles to help carry water, help carry flags, and so on. So, people with automobiles and trucks are very necessary for us. And like I said, you don't have to be a veteran. All you got to do is show up with a great attitude, respect for our veterans and first responders, of course.
It's so
we have women, we have elderly people, we have young people, and again, as I said, you don't have to be a veteran, and you don't have to own a motorcycle.
Right. So
we need everybody.
So you need more volunteers, and anybody who is just has respect for a veteran. That's who you're looking for, right?
Exactly. That's the main thing.
How do people get in touch with you or find out more about this wonderful cause?
It usually goes through the funeral home, but we also have a website, a national website, www.patriotguard.org, all small letters,
right,
and all one word. And there's a place on our national website where a person can request a mission also. So it would either be direct contact. They may know us through a third party.
Mm-hmm.
The funeral home would get a hold of myself or one of our ride captains, or through our national website.
It's a wonderful and honorable thing, especially during Memorial Day weekend, to shine a little light and a little attention on the great thing you guys do. Bob Smith, one more time, what's that website for people who want to find out more?
www.patriotguard.org.
PatriotGuard.org. PatriotGuard.org. St. Louis chapter, Bob Smith. They're looking for people, Americans, anybody who is willing to help with the funeral procession and get in contact with them, it's patriotguard.org. Bob Smith, happy Memorial Day, or at least thank you for your service, and thank you for spending a couple minutes with us today.
Well, thank you, sir. And if you have one more minute, I'd like to say something about funeral processions. Something we see every day on Highway 270 and also Highway 55 is, I'll call it lack of respect, but it's just people totally disregard funeral processions. They'll cut through for funeral processions. They'll actually get into a funeral procession and stay there. It's against Missouri state law, and it's also terribly, terribly dangerous, especially for motorcycles.
And so pay attention. If your lights are on, that's a funeral procession, and please give them a little respect and give them room.
Exactly. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you saying that.
Bob Smith, the website, patriotguard.org. That's patriotguard.org. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, thank you.
You got it. It is 8